Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. And I was struck today in a conversation with someone where I shared with her and took her through a process to getting at what was actually stopping her from taking the action that she knew she needed to take, but she was coming up with all sorts of excuses and alibis and stories about why it wasn't possible or she couldn't do it. And it struck me that this was one of the fundamental things that I learned when I made my big quantum leap, when I collapsed time and achieved my goals in a fraction of the time that I had previously thought possible. When I went from 138 to 700K in 1 year, which kind of blew my mind. What did I actually do differently? And there's a lot of things. We did a whole episode on this in the podcast, and I would encourage you, actually it was 2 episodes, episode 9 and 10. If you're interested in that, you can go to the unstoppablewoman.com/listen and listen to my whole story that I played out and shared with you guys around like what I actually did, because I think it's really important. But the thing that I want to share today is that fundamentally, I wanted it, my goal, whatever your goal is. You might have a big, juicy, amazing financial goal like I did. Like I had a really big financial goal that I was going for that year. Or you might have an impact goal or a lifestyle goal. You know, often, I feel like I'm the house genie or something. I've had so many clients who have moved to Florida by the beach, bought the beach house, bought the beautiful apartment on the upper east side, who have one client of mine, she just came to the Unstoppable Woman Summit, did the work that we did there, and then ended up within a year moving to her dream house and in her dream location. So all of that, I got a little that was a little bit of a digression there, but whatever your goal is, it doesn't have to be necessarily a straight up financial goal. But whatever it is, this is absolutely true. So listen up. You have to want it. You have to want that more than you fear the actions that you have to take. Now, the conversation that I had this morning with someone on the phone, she was like, but I'm not afraid. I can do that, but blah, 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 blah. But then there were all these excuses and alibis and stories about why it wasn't the right time for her to do the action. And I took her through a process where I helped her see that there's always a fear there. If you're not doing the thing that you need to do to close the gap on time and make that leap and take that action, there is some fear that is bigger for you than the thing that you want. And that's why you're stopping. Absolutely. So she kept saying, no, it's this reason, it's this reason, it's this reason. And if you dig underneath it, let's say you have the issue of, I don't have enough time. Oh, you don't have enough time? Well, then you don't want it badly enough, right? You haven't created the time. There's all these other things that need to happen first. Well, what actually needs to happen first? Okay, and then you dig underneath all of these things. And for her, it became very clear that she wasn't willing. She had all these stories about not being prepared to make the phone calls that she needed to make. Because you guys, if it's any goal that you have, whether it's a financial goal, an impact goal, a lifestyle goal, any goal that you have, you are going to need the help of people, other people. So you need to be in communication and having conversations with people. And if you are avoiding something like that, you are blocking the flow of your good. I don't care what you're going for, okay? So you have to be having those conversations. And she was resistant to it because she was saying she wasn't prepared and she didn't know what to say and da-da-da-da-da. And I just kept asking. And it became very clear that she was afraid of rejection, afraid of making a fool out of herself, afraid of what other people might think. And I took her through this process and asked her more questions And she was able to really quite easily within 5 minutes, okay? And that's why I get paid the big bucks, because it doesn't take that long, okay? But this is her $20,000 lesson in 5 minutes. This is her $1 million lesson in 5 minutes. She realized in that moment when we kept the questions going that she actually did know what to say, but the fear was stopping her. And here's the truth. You always know the answer, but fear blocks you from seeing it. And that's why you need to unpack it. So the takeaway that I want you to have for today is that you have to want what you want more than the fear that might be stopping you. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two, you have to own that fear. If you are not getting the results that you want, there is some sort of fear that even though you're confident, even though you say you want it badly enough, there is some sort of fear that is stopping you. And if you don't know what that is, and if you're not willing to unpack it and see it and expose it and then take the action, you will not achieve your goals in record time. It just won't happen. But if you want to collapse time, that's the process that you have to do over and over and over again. And that's what I did when I made this huge quantum leap. I made it unacceptable for myself not to take action. Now, I'm not perfect in this regards, okay? But whenever I felt myself coming up with an alibi, coming up with a story, coming up with an excuse, I would take myself through a process of really understanding why I wasn't doing what I was doing. And I said, I want it more than the story about my fear. And then I took action. And if you do that again and again, and again and again, and again and again, and then some more, and then some more, and then even more, you will get your results in record time. The reason things take so long is because you're avoiding doing the thing that you know you need to do to quantum leap your business, whether that's getting help, whether that's reaching out to someone for specific help, reaching out to someone for a sale, reaching out to someone for a conversation, a brainstorming download, a referral, whatever it is that you're not doing. Maybe it's writing the email, maybe it's writing the newsletter, maybe it's putting yourself out there in some way. Whatever you know that you need to be doing that you're not doing, the fear is greater than your desire, and it's going to take you so much longer. So much longer. So instead, if you want to collapse time, you've got to be someone who is honest about where she is stopping and move through that super quickly. And if you're having trouble with that, if you keep getting the same level of results, then you're not able to see what you need to see for yourself. And hey, heck, reach out to me if you want. That's what I'm there for. Okay, you guys, have an awesome day and be unstoppable. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know how honest you are being. Are you starting to see your stories, the places where you're saying, I can't do that because, and there's some sort of excuse? Watch for that. We all have them. Okay, have an awesome day. Take care. Bye.